You may remember this guy. His name is Brian Carroll, the Versailles man tackled by officers outside UK hospital back in March. Police say he had loaded weapons and explosives on him and in his car, but that was nothing compared to what the feds say they found in his home. That investigation made us wonder how the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms and Explosives solves cases like this. Lee Searcy traveled to Alabama to get the answers in tonight's LEX 18 Investigates.
Whether it's this massive illegal fireworks explosion in California or the Christmas Day bombing in Nashville,
This area must be evacuated now.
ATF agents dissect danger or the potential of it. As when agents searched and safely removed a large stockpile of homemade bomb materials that authorities say could have blown up this Versailles house and harmed neighbors. It's a tedious, dangerous job, as we found out.
3, 2, 1.
At this secure site in Huntsville, Alabama, we saw firsthand the power of homemade explosives from easy-to-get household products. Yes, you can feel the blast from several hundred yards away, and sometimes the tiniest amount of the right mixture can blow a finger or hand off. It's critical training when you're dealing with so many unknowns, says one of the Lexington resident agents in charge, Sean Mormon.
Things can go south in a hurry because of the danger involved.
At the Bureau's National Center for Explosives Training and Research, agents teach thousands of bomb techs to assess and safely deal with the unknown risks.
They think that being a bomb technician is all about the Wile E. Coyote device, where it's a ticking time bomb or something. And it's not the case.
The most dangerous part of the job, the disposal of explosives. That's 90% of what bomb techs do. We watched 19 demonstrations. Students learn what different blasts look like, sound like, smell like, and feel like.
2, 1.
There is no mock training here. It is the real deal. What happened here could have destroyed an entire building, or even worse, people. The blast left a 7-foot deep crater. Explosives experts say what's left behind can help piece together what happened. In the classroom, it's all about solving a puzzle, says ATF agent Michael Knight, who spent 6 months investigating the Oklahoma City bombing.
They can try to determine, what is this? Is it part of an explosive device? Or is it part of just everyday item?
In several rooms, agents keep a stockpile of batteries, timers, you name it. Anything used to build a homemade explosive.
If we know how and we understand how these timers or how these switches or power sources work and function as designed, then we can look at them as how they could be modified.
So basically in this training, agents, they have to learn how to make these explosives in order to solve these cases.
Right, so we focus a lot on realism in the training, and that realism goes from start to finish. Everything from looking at the device, putting the device together, and then what does it look like in a post-blast scenario.
Agents say there's always something new being used, which is why they track trends and try to keep the mindset and motive of a bomber.
It's the power of sharing and networking. It's intelligence gathering and working with all of our public safety partners, but also with our community.
The cause of this catastrophic fireworks blast in California that injured people? Human error. Police say the bomb disposal truck was overpacked. And at the Versailles house, there was such a hodgepodge of homemade explosives, from a rocket launcher with jumper cables to an IED found in a freezer. Agents spent 3 days removing the items. They couldn't talk about this case specifically, just reiterated the dangers of investigating do-it-yourself explosives.
We have to assume the worst whenever there's homemade explosives involved, because we don't know the knowledge of the person who made it, their background, their experience, or anything else. So we want to go home safely to our families as well.
Shot 14!
Here at the ATF Training Center, public safety officials learn they can never be too careful. They're often just a blast away from disaster. In Huntsville, Lee Searcy, LEX 18 News.